Back here in Nigeria, environmental justice advocates are urging leaders across West Africa to unite and demand for the recognition and payment of climate debt from Western countries. They agree that the devastating impact of environmental degradation and climate change on the region needs to be addressed urgently. TVC News' Kemi Balogun has details.
As part of preparations ahead of the 30th Conference of Parties coming up in Brazil, African countries have been asked to unite against environmental degradation and resist the commercialization of nature by Western countries.
Using renewable energy.
Environmental activists here from across West Africa are opening up discussions in line with this issue to make demands they feel are long overdue. They say Western countries have exploited resources and destroyed the African environment for far too long.
Going to the Conference of Parties these days would only be meaningful if our countries go there to actually negotiate, to require that they go back to the Kyoto Protocol, that they go back to a regime where there's binding emission reduction requirements for the big polluters.
Africa still is being impacted, and we are really we are living a kind of injustice. That's why now climate injustice is more the theme.
A study done in 2023 shows that by 2050, the global north will owe about $192 trillion in fair reparations to the global south. This amounts to an annual climate debt of $5 trillion owed by wealthy countries to poorer ones. Discussions at this roundtable of the West African climate justice are now seeking ways of holding big polluters accountable.
You can't keep quiet in the face of the impact. You can't keep quiet in the face of oppression. If you do, then you're not going to get anything. So that's why we believe that keeping fighting will bring us victories.
It's a debt that's been owed. It's a colonial debt, it's a pre-colonial debt, it's an ongoing climate debt. It should be recognized for what it is, and we should demand. And it's not about lack of funding. They've taken our resources, they've stored our resources, and they're still doing so.
They believe with binding commitments from African leaders, Western countries will have no choice but to clear the debt they owe poorer countries. Kemi Balogun, TVC News, Abuja.